First of all, he's saying that he, very nicely came out and...
I did.
And that he, asked us if you're okay first, which wasn't the case at all. So he came out yelling, saying, "Oh, I bet you were texting, weren't you? And how are you going to pay for my car?" Yelling at us. My parents were trying to stay calm and trying to make me stay calm, but he was yelling at me, and the fact that he went to my house kind of scares me because honestly, after this wreck, I was scared that he was going to come to my house and do something because of this. And he was very intimidating, and to say that we had enough money to pay for another car is just, you don't know. Because actually, my sister died, and we got money from FEMA back for funeral costs, and that's what we had to pay for a new car with. So it's not that we're rich or living lavishly, it's that my sister died. And yes, that car was my mom's because she is disabled as well. And I take care of her, I take care of my daughter, and it's just been a huge stress on our family.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I'm sorry.
Can I say something?
Else. Yeah.
My brother was the first one that went out there, and he did say something about her texting. Honest to God, I came behind, went straight to the vehicle, and asked him if they were okay. I wasn't even mad. Her dad said that she was going to pay for it. And then he told me he didn't have insurance. So I yelled at him saying, "Hey, why would you let your daughters drive around with no insurance?" I was a little mad. I'm sorry about someone dying in your family. I just had someone pass away just a little bit ago, best friend. I understand, I have compassion, but I didn't do anything.
All right, I'm good.
So you say that the police found that you were parked legally inappropriately.
It says she was responsible for all damage.
Judge Carriero, right here it says, note, Stephen's red passenger car was legally parked.
Okay.
Mr. Agan, how did you arrive at a value of $3,500 for your vehicle?
I paid $4,000 for it a year ago off an older gentleman, and it was in mint condition. Okay. And 3 weeks before that, me and my sister wouldn't put new tires on both their cars. So I had brand new, I was ready for the snow out there in Idaho.
And this is the blue book that you provided with us, which has the sort of average value set at $3,322, which is fairly close to $3,500.
33 to 4,000.
Okay. Anything else?
All right, the parties are excused.
I'm really sorry about what's going on with your family. I didn't know all that, and I wasn't meant to come over there to your house. My brother reminded me that you had a new car. And I was a little upset. I didn't know what happened to you guys, so I didn't have no empathy for you at the time. I just wondered, why no one offered me a little bit of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's understandable.
I don't use my car a whole bunch, but I need to go to the doctors, and I need, I need. Can
I say something?
I think Ms. Martinez understands that. In the meantime, we're going to have to excuse you now while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This courtroom is now in
Thank you, Your Honor.
At the end of the case, I think we saw both parties find a little bit of compassion for one another when they started to kind of see what's behind the facade and kind of unpack things. But in terms of the car accident, I think this is a pretty straightforward one. Regardless of whether a bee flew into the car, it doesn't have to be somebody's fault in terms of intending to do it, but it is somebody's fault legally. The police report concluded that the vehicle was legally parked at the time it was hit. I don't think we can rely on the video after the crash. We can't rely on that photograph to determine that his car was illegally parked. And I think he's entitled to recover the value of his vehicle.
Oh, I agree with that. And I think that Judge Tewolda has a soothing way of
that's a first.
Expressing.
I'll take it.
No, I think you did when you captured the fact that this was an accident.
Yeah.
And I think the defendant thought that it was a personal kind of attack on her, when in fact it wasn't, and you were able, I think, to begin the unwinding of that. But I agree, there's nothing to substantiate that his car was parked inappropriately. I know that his value is a little less, but I take his word that he got new tires.
I do
things
too.
Like
I do
that.
too.
So I would give him the full amount.
I agree. I would give him the full $3,500.
Agreed.
guys.